What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another MLB High Five video with your boy. Thank you guys for joining me as always. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and comment anything in the comments section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway that I do every single week on this channel. Thank you guys as always for being here. It is time to get that money. We have been smashing baseball this year. So far, we've been smashing NFL throughout the preseason, and we have both on tap for tonight. 15-game MLB slate, 4-game preseason NFL slate. We will be doing both at greenlightdfs.com, so hop on over there, get your package, and let's get it. Greenlightbets.com for the game bets if you're in a state that can bet on games, and then GLD Breaks, goldbreaks.com. We will be live tonight at 7 p.m. Central on this channel, breaking boxes, pulling cards, and all types of stuff if you're into sports cards. So come join us there later on tonight. All right, I'm not going to keep up too much of your time, y'all. Sorry I haven't made a video for a lot of this week. The optimizer's been getting some maintenance work done to it and some upgrades. We've been trying to, work on getting the optimizer even better before NFL season starts. And so there was some adjustments being made to the optimizer in general behind the scenes. And I wasn't able to use the optimizer to do my videos. So because of that, I wasn't able to do videos because I only do videos if I'm able to use my optimizer at this point. So there's no reason for me to use anything else, honestly. So the optimizer is good today. Let's go ahead and get straight into it. I'm not going to keep up too much of your time. First and foremost, there's some weather concerns today. Today's one of those days where you're going to have to keep an eye on how weather is because weather is going to be a big deal. You have a lot of pitching spots where delays might happen. You have a couple spots where postponement might happen. But as of right now, it is very far out from game time. A lot can change with weather, so I'm not going to worry too much about that aspect right now. When it comes to the high five, I'm just going to put it together as I like it. So Aaron Nola is a guy who has possible weather issues. He's going against Arizona. He's at home in Philly. It is a solid spot for him. Like if they're not going to have any in-game delay, like if they like delay the beginning and don't start and then start fine and don't delay, I want Aaron Nola. He's one of my favorite pitchers on the entire slate. 29% K rate versus lefties, 29% K rate versus righties. Philly is heavily favored. Arizona strikes out over 25% of the time versus righties. So Aaron Nola is absolutely legit. And like I said, we are far out from game time. No models can possibly predict 100% what it's going to be like come closer to lock. So pay attention to this. This is a big spot you need to keep an eye on, but Aaron Nola is a fantastic option, especially if they're not going to have any delay issues. Next up, Logan Gilbert really sticks out to me at only 7.7. He gives me a guy that I really, really like here in a solid spot with a solid K rate in a heavily favored position against KC, who strikes out over 22% of the time versus righties. Gilbert's had a tough go the last couple starts, but he's been a solid pitcher this season. 25% versus lefties, 28% versus righties strikeout rate. He hasn't been giving up a ton of hard contact, maybe a little reverse splits, giving up a little bit more ISO to righties than he does lefties. But at the end of the day, Seattle is heavily favored. I expect Seattle to win this game. I love Logan Gilbert at home in a pitcher-friendly Seattle ballpark in a solid matchup. So Aaron Nola and Logan Gilbert are the two pitchers that I'm leaning towards on this slate. Really, really like both of these guys as my core go-to pitchers. All right, second base. I'm going to go Brandon Lowe. One of my favorite stacks of the day is Tampa Bay going against Matt Harvey in Baltimore. Baltimore is a very hitter-friendly ballpark, and you put this power that this Tampa Bay lineup possesses in a hitter-friendly ballpark like this, there's huge upside. There's huge possibilities here for Tampa Bay, and I think Brandon Lowe is one of the guys that's going to have a huge game here against Harvey. He's just got a 269 ISO versus righties. Harvey gives it up to lefties, 244 ISO to lefties. So plain and simple, the lefties of Tampa Bay are in fantastic spots, even the righties. I am very interested in the Tampa Bay stack today, 100%. So Brandon Lowe at second base is my go-to guy. I am expecting right now, I don't believe it's official, but I'm expecting a lefty to be pitching for the Angels. And with that being said, Manny Machado under 5K going against a lefty is a fantastic option here. Manny Machado is a bona fide lefty masher. He's in a fantastic position here if he does face the lefty, and it's supposed to be a bad lefty as well if he is in there. So Manny Machado is a fantastic option. Pay attention to this. If they switch it to a righty, I won't be nearly as happy about Manny Machado. But as long as this lefty that I'm expecting to pitch is pitching, he's bad. He's one of the worst pitchers on this slate. As long as that lefty is pitching, I love Manny Machado here in this righty-lefty matchup 100%, and he is going to have a big game here. And on top of that, the Angels bullpen is bottom in the league versus right-handed bats anyway. So once this lefty gets mashed, I mean, he should still have a go at the bullpen. So I like Manny Machado a lot. To finish it off, another Tampa Bay bat because you know I have to. Austin Meadows. I told you about these lefties. I told you about these lefties versus Matt Harvey. It's a hitter-friendly ballpark in Baltimore, and these lefties are going to have a big game against Matt Harvey. All right, Harvey gives up a ton of power. On top of that, Meadows has crushed Harvey in a small sample size. All right. On top of that, Meadows throughout his career has a over 260 ISO versus righties. So I mean, he just mashes righties. It's a fantastic position for both these lefties in the Tampa Bay offense. And honestly, I like the righties too. Tampa Bay is one of my favorite stacks of the day. Absolutely love Tampa Bay to smash today. And that's it. Aaron Nola, Logan Gilbert, Brandon Lowe, Manny Machado, and Austin Meadows is the core over on DK. Let's switch over to FanDuel and see what we got over here on FanDuel. Nola's 10K. Let's see how much Gilbert is. Logan Gilbert's 8K. I like the value of Logan Gilbert over here for right now at this point of the day. But as things develop, you got to pay attention to those things as the day goes on. Remember, this high five is early on in the day, so I'm pretty much going off what I know as of right now. As things change and, you know, things could change. But Logan Gilbert's in a fantastic spot here. I love him at only 8K. He's 2,000 less than Nola. On FanDuel, a lot of times, you know, we'll have a lot of great value at hitting. So Aaron Nola, if as we get closer to the slate, and another reason why I'm going Gilbert is because of the Nola little bit of rain chance, you know, risk. I'm not putting him in the high five over here on FanDuel just because you can only have one pitcher over here. On DK, I'm willing to put him in there, but if it turns out that Aaron Nola is not going to deal with a delay and he'll be able to pitch clean, then I like him over Logan Gilbert, and I like just finding the value hitters as they go. All right. All right. Brandon Lowe over here, gotta do it. His price is great. Austin Meadows, his price is still solid over here as well at 3-3. Fantastic options. Optimizer is on board with that with me. I love Nelson Cruz today as well for Tampa Bay, but I'm not going to put three Tampa Bay bats in the core over here on FanDuel, so I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to find another guy that I really like in a good spot here. Let's see. Let's see. Let's look at point per dollar and see what kind of value we got on the slate today over here on FanDuel. All right, so we got Brad Miller in a great spot at 2-3. That's a fantastic spot for him, for Brad Miller. Brad Miller is a power guy. He's a home run or nothing type of dude. We'll have to see what happens here. It comes down to Rhys Hoskins is out. So Rhys Hoskins is out for the year. So it looks like Brad Miller's probably going to serve as the first baseman a lot. So I'm going to go Brad Miller. Pay attention to that. Make sure he is, in fact, playing first base. But I do expect Brad Miller to run first base now with Rhys Hoskins having season-ending injury. And Miller should be able to take the spot there. And I love the lefty-righty matchup against Widener for Arizona. So that is a very good value on this slate at 2-3. All right. Logan Gilbert or Aaron Nola, depending if Aaron Nola is not going to deal with any rain issues later. Brandon Lowe, Austin Meadows, and Brad Miller is the core over on FanDuel. Now, let's go ahead and get to this home run predictions, y'all. All right, let me pull it up, and then we'll get right to it. All right, so home run predictions for today. Remember, we are doing NFL preseason today and the 15 MLB slate, 15 game MLB slate today. So just to remind y'all, that is what we will be doing at Greenlight. Here we go. All right, so home run predictions. I got to go with my boy Brandon Lowe, and I got to go with my boy Austin Meadows just to start it off the rip. Love those guys. Brad Miller, I talked about him. I love his value home run possibilities today. So I'm going to go Lowe, Meadows, Brad Miller, and then I'm going to add in another Tampa Bay because I think it's like a home run derby there today. And I'm going to go Nelson Cruz for number 4. And then I'm going to end it off. I want another value one, honestly. I want another value one. You know what? Let's do Trey Mancini for number 5. He's under 5K. He's a pretty solid value today. So, once again, that home run predictions is Nelson Cruz, Brandon Lowe, and Austin Meadows. I think it's a home run derby in that game. I love Tampa Bay today. Brad Miller, number 4. And then you have Trey Mancini, number 5. All right. Thank you guys for joining me as always. Let's get to this money, man. Thank you guys. Let's go ahead and get it. All right. Peace. I'm going to head out.